Hey everyone, so it's my first book haul in a while at my home, but it's kind of good to be no longer doing lots of homework and going to work and everything. I'm just doing one summer class right now, and so I need to read and blog a lot. And this is gonna be my first video in about a month, I think, and also my first rewind and review post in about a month. So I'm only gonna put in this post the books that I bought and then two others, because otherwise I think this video would probably be 20 minutes, and even I don't like to watch 20-minute videos. So we're gonna start first with a book that my secret sister gave me. It was for the April package, but then the box didn't come until I think May 4th, partly because the campus post office isn't open on Saturdays, which is the stupidest thing ever. But anyways, for the April box, she sent me The Game of Love and Death by Martha Brow, one of the two, I think. It came out on April 28th, and it was one of my most anticipated reads of the spring and everything. And I read it on the plane home, and it was so good. It's historical fiction, and it features one of the main characters is the female. She's black and everything, so it featured diversity. And it was just really cool and fun, and I enjoyed it. So thank you to my secret sister. And then I think this past week, I got a finished copy from a publisher, partly for review, partly because when I requested it, they were out of ARCs and everything, but the publicist said that she could send me a finished copy when it got closer. So I now have a lovely finished copy of Hello, I Love You by Katie M. Stout. Guys, this was seriously one of my most anticipated reads of 2015. It made my 2015 reads post, I'm fairly certain. And I got to read an e-galley of it, and it's so fun and cute, and I really love it, and I'm so excited that I own it now, so thank you to St. Martin's Griffin. And now I'll get started on this giant stack of books. You can only see the top 3 of it. It's towering. So to kind of celebrate the end of the school year and making it through my freshman year of college and everything, I ordered a book from France. And I'm learning French, so I can kind of speak it, but especially if it's a book that I've already read in English, then it kind of makes it easier to, and if it's one that I've loved and everything. So to celebrate finishing the year and everything, I ordered a French copy of Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Crickens. I especially love it for the cover, because it's not just the ordinary American cover, which I like too, but this is really fun. And I can read a little bit of it in French and everything. I'm still piecing things together, using my English copy and everything, but it's kind of fun to know that I can figure out and all that. And then I had May 5th was a giant release day for books, and I don't even know why, but it was. So I had 2 of the books that came out on May 5th. I pre-ordered them. One was The Fillin Boyfriend by Cassie West. I never know how to say her name, and I feel really bad that I don't. But anyways, I pre-ordered that one, and it came, and I left it down at school, in one of my boxes in storage, so I can't show it to you guys. And then I also pre-ordered The Air by Kira Cass, which is the 4th book in the Selection series, which was originally just supposed to be a trilogy. But then Kira said that she just kept going back to the story, and she's kind of I need to keep going. So it's about America's daughter, which is really fun and cool. And I think this is probably my favorite cover of the series. And Edelyn, she's the protagonist. She's a very interesting character. She's very different from her mother, and I loved kind of figuring out how they looked on the selection differently. So, and then before I left Kentucky for the summer, I got 3 books of Joseph Beth. The first one I got is one that I had an arc of. It's called This Side of Home by Renee Watson, and it was a really fun read. I really liked it. Diversity, and it was contemporary, which I really like. And then it was just, I don't know, it just felt very coming of age, but it worked really nicely. My words aren't working today, apparently. And then I also got The Start of the Summer by Tara Dairman, which is the sequel to All Four Stars, which I absolutely love. It's the middle grade book that I recommend to everyone, because it's just so fun and cute and enjoyable. And this one was not nearly as good, but it's kind of hard to beat a book that I literally joked that I said I gave it all 5 stars. But it was still really fun, and I'm looking forward to the 3rd one, which is coming next year. And then I also got Sophomore Years Greek to Me by Meredith Zetelin. Kind of supposed to be reminiscent of Anna and the French Kiss and everything, because the girl goes to Greece for a semester. Her dad like moves him there so he can work on something, like a book, I think he's a journalist. And I just read this recently, and it was pretty good. I don't think I'd reread it or anything. Wasn't quite what I hoped, but it was still like a good read, like if you guys want to give it a try. And then I got home and I'm like, let's buy all the books, because, I just finished finals and I need a pick-me-up. So I got the next 16th Summer book by Michelle Dalton. It's called Swept Away. And what really peeves me is that the title is like really small compared to the whole 16th Summer novel thing, which I never understand, but... And I like this one almost as much as 16th Summer and 15th Summer. The last one that was called Pulled Under, it was kind of okay, but this one was actually really fun and enjoyable. And I'm planning a From the Bookshelf to the Kitchen post based off this book. So I'll be looking for that at some point in the next 2 to 3 months. So if you guys remember, my roommate for Christmas gave me Legend by Marie Lu, and I finally got to read that one, and it was really fun and cool. Well, I bought myself Prodigy, which is the sequel, the second book in the trilogy, and finally read that, and it was good and everything, and I'm looking forward to the third book. I kind of like how it's not, like, it's just playing the dystopian tropes and everything. Like, it's good to read one of the original dystopians, except the trends and whatnot. And then I ordered this from Barnes & Noble because it's only in paperback in stores these days. It's The Crown of Embers by Ray Carson, and it's the second book in the Girl, Fire, and Thorns trilogy. And I think it's possibly my favorite cover of the trilogy, and I think it's possibly my favorite book of the series. I need to reread it. It's been a while since I've read really any of the books in that trilogy. Like, I read them, I think for the first time over a year ago, which was when I was first reading like a ton of the popular YA stuff. Like, I got into YA 2 years ago, but it took me a while to read a lot of the really popular ones that I enjoyed. So, and then because I'm me, we stepped at Barnes & Noble after church one day, and I really just wanted to see the new releases and everything. And then I caved and bought a couple books because, they had, I think 3 of the books that weren't coming out until the Tuesday right after, and I really wanted to get a couple of them, but, I wasn't seeing the strongest reviews for them, and I didn't really want to chance it too much, so I went and got one it's a sequel to a book that I really liked, and then another one that had been getting rave reviews, so if I didn't like it, there was going to be something wrong with me. So I got The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adia. If I'm saying her last name wrong, I'm so sorry. Like I said before, I'm not really great at name pronunciation unless someone tells me. And I read this one over Memorial Day weekend, and it was amazing. I died. I think my Goodreads review literally says, it's got that gif of Taylor Swift saying, R.I.P. me, imitating her fans on Tumblr. Yeah, that's what this book gives me, and I cannot wait for the sequel. Cannot wait. And then I also got Lil Unlocked by Lynn Matson. I read Nil for the first time last summer. Another blogger sent me a copy because she didn't really want it, and then I took it to the giant Mighty Mississippi Book Blast tour last July, and got it signed, and then I read it, and it was really kind of cool, and I've heard this one is even better, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't had time to read it yet, between all the review books and things, so hopefully soon. And then we went to Half Price Books, I think last weekend or something, pretty recently, and being me, I had to get some books. So I got River Secrets, which is in the Books of Bayern series by Shannon Hale. I already owned The Goose Girl and Anna Burning, and I'm I kind of need to keep getting the series and collect them all. So they had River Secrets for $2, maybe $3, which is a really good price. So I jumped on it, and I'm glad to own it. And then I got one that I'm very excited about because I had the rest of the series in hardback, and I needed this one in hardback. It's The House of Hades by Rick Riordan, and it's very big. It's apparently originally the Walmart edition. So, like the 5-year-old I am, I geeked out over the fact that I got stickers that say Camp Half-Blood and Camp Jupiter. So now I've got that series all complete, and I'm kind of set. I don't know how much I'll be rereading the Heroes of Olympus series, but I need to kind of collect them all, because I didn't want to just stop with the first 2 books, or however many I had. Even though I prefer the original series, because I love Percy's voice, and I just love the humor and the chapter titles and everything, so. And then I went to the mall with my friends on Tuesday, And I told myself I wasn't gonna buy anything, or like not very much at all, and I was gonna be good and everything because I don't have a job this summer, so I kind of need to save my money. And I wasn't gonna buy anything, and then we went to Anthropology, and that store is crazy expensive, but their books are normal prices. So I got Anne of Green Gables. I already have a copy of Anne of Green Gables. It's the one that's the green one with like the really pretty illustrations and everything, and I want to get like Anne of Avonlea and Anne of the Island with those matching covers. But this one's so pretty too, and I kind of had to get it. So. And then finally on Tuesday, my pre-order of P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han arrived. This is the sequel to All the Boys I've Loved Before, and it is, the first book is insanely good, and this one's nearly as good. Like, it's just, it explores a lot of good issues, and I love Lara Jean, and Peter is awesome when he's not being a total idiot, but he's still pretty awesome. And I don't know, the books feel warm and happy to me. So, alright, that is all the books I bought. I'm gonna turn the laptop so you guys can see this stack, because it's huge. Like, look at that. That's insanely tall. That's a lot of books. And we're moving in a month and a half. More like a month at this point. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to move all those books. I'm not sure if we're gonna like have forever in the moving truck for all of them. Way better. Alright, see you guys soon. Bye.